I guess with the mount, everything all done. You looked around the boards, though, there's no plaster.
Yeah.
Derek's here.
Okay, I was wondering. Oh, there he is. Yep. We'll take a picture of that shirt at some point.
What's that?
Take a picture of that shirt at some point. I'll see if I have the gumption in the morning to try and make it happen.
Go back. Go out. Put a corner guard up. Corner guard up. Corner guard up. And guard up. Alright, fail. It is what they call it. What they call it. I think I asked them what they call it. Okay, so that is guard. Yeah, but guard is slow enough. Oh, well. Well, don't we all? No, those things slide forever, baby. Slide forever. Go, go, go. Nope. Not gonna stop. Not gonna stop. Thank you. That's not long, though.
chance. It's probably about 50%.
Three's good. Yeah, gotta go, Matt. Hard. Perfect. Okay, yep, there you go. There it is. There's him straight. Check it.
This one is over here.
Yeah.
Not
Available.
Yep. Yep, hard. Oh.
I think something practice fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. Like literally like no. I didn't think it would travel.
It is fine. That's where it plays better. It's gonna be slow to start.
Center guard.
Chris is right. You're good. You're fine. Wait only. Looks heavy, Ed. Again? Line's good. Whatever you need for weight. Matt's up.
She's really
got time.
amazing. I can't be out.
All the way. Shotgun. Just get it over, man. Move it.
Do it.
Okay, good shot.
Line's good.
Let's find the draw lane.
I think what we did is fine.
Top 12.
Line's good. Maybe a little narrow. Yep. Line.
Yeah, Curly.
Yep.
Normal.
Get it over. Yep.
His turn.
Yep. Oh. Hold on. Hard to bring it. Forward. Okay.
Nice shot.
Let's freeze to it. If you hit it out, I'm okay. Control. Live with that.
Got a curl. I don't know if this will show us if the curl is. It would appear not really.
Hey, how are you? The little piece of the baby though?
No.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt. Yep.
Try. Let it curl if you can.
Try it.
Get go!
Okay, well then.
Okay, I can live with that.
Maybe a little more. Got it, totally. Go, Connie. Well, got a bump regardless.
Straight again. Weight is good.
White.
We'll try for the double.
Jeremy has weight.
Normal?
Yep. Same weight.
I think he needs it.
Don't overthrow it.
Yeah, I like it.
Watch the frost out there.
Don't sweep. Don't sweep.
Yeah.
Don't sweep.
We're going to be on the back line. If we're lucky, we stay. I don't think so. That line is
All right,
dead.
hello, you 4 people out there watching. I think we're going to be focusing on Sheet B.
That way, I thought we'd get one of the other.
Greg Tierney versus Christine Allen.
Let's try to raise this.
Should be an even match.
Let's throw another guard.
Yeah, it's close. Time to draw if you can. But get it here. It's most important. Probably half it. Hard. Yeah, let's try and run this into that.
the call was to bump it up, but it's not a bad spot to be.
No, that's a fighter. That's a fighter, Kevin.
No, I'm gonna try the other turn.
Christine's going to try to double these out.
Where is it? All right, go.
I'm like, yeah.
All the way, Nate.
Like, straight, did you guys straight touch it or?
All the way. That's not just boost now. Where was that guy?
Kept it out of the house.
Move off the center line.
How far?
And now Greg's going to try to draw behind.
You love the hit roller. The draw's the right shot, but pretty straight. I'm going to give you the same ice as Chris.
Yeah.
Line's good. Switch if you can. 10 draw. 10. Wherever. Really? Yeah. Yep.
Couldn't tell if that was wide or maybe not the right ice, but he's left that edge of the button. Christine asked for a hit roll.
I mean, I kind of like here and the school getting ready, but I got it. Or I could try to draw it away.
It's a little wide.
Give me 1 second.
So he's going to get a piece of it, and he does. And we'll start drawing behind again.
Just slow on this side. Yeah, I'm drawing. Top 4? Great.
Coming this way. Shoot the ice is still.
That's good.
Give me a lot.
This is Connie's first throw. Just trying to draw around.
It's pretty nice. Slow down a touch. It's going to make it tough to get out of there.
Comes to rest, just biting back 4.
This was 13-2.
Good shot.
They're going to draw down.
What do you think about trying the yellow right?
You guys like this still, right?
This is Chris Berry's first throw.
Any room. Never for weight, never for line, never for line. Gotta curl, gotta sink. Heavy line.
Too much weight, I think. I expect the top 12. Yep, 8 foot. See what Miss Connie can do here on his second shot.
I think he opened it up, but my feeling is going to be, we want to try to run it back. My feeling is mine's good. Let's get it over.
In this position, I think being a little short and getting a guard isn't too bad.
Yep.
Might be a little high, and I think Christine will come and draw to it again.
Try it again, I don't think.
And this is Christine's hammer.
I got some work to do.
It's Chris Berry's second throw after being a little heavy on his first.
Plenty of room, wait only.
Yeah, certainly by the guard. There's a big swing at the end. Let's see. That's a pretty nice shot. It's going to settle. Yeah, it's
Settles in there for shot rock.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Greg will probably want to come down here with maybe hack weight or heavy draw weight, possibly bump it. Does look like it swings quite a bit this way.
Gonna look to bump this back at least 2 feet.
So we're waiting on Greg. I guess we can go through the other sheets. Jason, you want to go ahead?
All right, we've got J-Posh against Nocha on sheet A. Not sure who has hammer. And it's hard to see the setup of the guards, but it looks like John's sitting shot. And that's his Vices throwing on sheet C. Dev versus Derek Corbett.
Looks like Dev has hammer here.
Looks like, okay, Dev's hammer.
And the same in sheet D is yellow.
Whitaker and Marshall. So this is the Wonder Kids game out there versus.
Perfectly in line.
So you like this line?
Try to get it out. You want to go normal? Normal will be about here.
I missed Greg's shot on B. Did you see what happened?
I did not.
Bill, push.
I am assuming he flashed it wide.
Yeah. Looks like Christina wanted to try to drop one right on top of her first, or I guess Chris Berry's second.
Yeah, this is Christine's first throw.
And try to get in there for 2. So make it very difficult for Greg to score.
Got plenty of line waiting for it to come over. Looks like it's not going to come over quite enough and be a little heavy.
It stays before the line. It could have helped. Looks like yellow's sitting 1-2. Yep. It's a drawing end here.
But they're calling ice for a little tap.
Oh, you think? Yeah. That's tricky.
He's got to bump it back a foot if he wants to be shot. This is Greg's last throw.
Yeah, I kind of like a draw here. This is Christine's hammer, so just laying one on top and nothing wrong with a force. But we'll see.
Like he
Get that back one. We're going to have a draw for 2.
Line's all right, but it looks like push. Where's late?
Yep, so it looks like Christine needs to do about half 4 foot or better to score 2 here.
Yeah, hopefully you'll find that. It's funny.
Stand closer.
Got a lot of work to do here. See if it comes at the end.
Christine's looking away from it like she's not happy with it. But it looks like it's going to be close here. It can settle.
Boy, that looks...
A little rub might have helped it.
Oh, I think it's...
They both look to be about half fighting 4.
I'm going to say 1 yellow. I'm going to go out on a limb there. Let's see.
I'm inclined to agree, and I think they're calling 1 yellow.
I'm 1 for 1. Cameron Kim in the warm room is 0 for 1. Over in sheet A, I think they're having a competition to see how many rocks they can keep in play. Doing a pretty good job.
Looks like John is going to try a raise on sheet A.
Greg Tierney is now seeing that we are commentating the game. He's gotten very concerned for good reason.
John's last throw on A was going for a raise. It looks like he over-curled. Or under-curled if that wasn't the shot. And it's Nocha's hammer. On sheet D, they've got 3 rocks to play. Two for red, 1 for yellow. Back on our feature sheet B.
Yeah, they actually measured for that. And I did not see which rock got kicked in, so
I didn't see it either.
We'll have to see whether it was 1 yellow or 2.
Mike Zimmerman trying to put up a tight guard on B. Almost swept at the center line. And looks like Greg's electing to come around.
Wait on me. Got a girl top.
Lauren looks like she's got pretty good weight here. I don't know if it was the wrong line. And Kevin almost went for a spill. Turned it into some kind of a gymnastics move. Nicely played.
How did he catch himself? That's like one of those falls. Like
Christine's trying a normal takeout.
7 o'clock on the nose.
Still roll behind her center guard. Barry's on it hard to hold it for a nose hit.
That was crazy. Good thing I stretched. Yeah.
Greg will take a little less ice. Probably same speed for Lauren. Let's see if they can get undercut.
They're trying to throw a little down weight from the last. Control weight was the call.
They make Blues their shooter, no, but certainly in play for Christine.
Got a little too much roll out of that.
Yeah, like that, right there. I think. Right there.
And Christine will be happy to get it out of there.
Yeah, Mike Zimmerman wants to play his 3rd rock at the end, and pretty sure that's frowned upon in curling.
on sheet D. Looks like he's drawing against 3. They're sweeping it hard.
I think he's going to run into the Reds.
Crashing on the Reds. That looks like a steal of 3 on sheet D. Meanwhile, they made the takeout on B and rolled to the back 12. And Greg will try and curl around that guard.
Ignore that yellow and try to put some pressure on and get himself his 2. Probably the right call, but looks like that's a little strong.
Oh. Christine is going to try to put one behind her guard.
This looks a little strong as well. Greg has a choice whether he wants to try to get it out or not.
Dan came up a little heavy on that one. And it's all the way through.
What's on the target? You want to hit? Yes.
Yeah, George, I think the call here with Hammer is you ignore that one behind the tee line, especially that deep.
Yeah, I just don't think you chase a rock out with a 12-foot.
I need some rock right now.
Looks like the ice is getting pretty slick here because I didn't think Kevin threw that hard. And the other piece of information here is, I mean, the rock is not curling on the end turn because they're not coming close to that center guard of yellow. It may be just because they're, trying to figure out the weight of the ice.
Yep.
And they're a little heavy right now, but they're missing that front yellow by 3-4 feet. See if they adjust here.
A lot of heavy shots today. The ice is uncharacteristically quick after the flood. You think that's the flood or the weather making the ice so quick?
It's certainly warmer today.
My 130.
Yesterday was a pretty good day.
My 130 draw, we were having split times that should be 2 guards. We're all the way through the house. So, quick ice out there today.
I'm looking forward to play at 9 o'clock now. But you can see that's back 8 foot, and still wide open.
Everybody's coming up heavy.
And once again, Greg is going to tighten the ice and ignore the 2 yellows. And he's putting his foot down and saying we're going for 2. And we're coming back house again. Cases like this, I think this is where the front end needs to communicate a little bit more. Right? Talk about more split times and you're coming down the same ice path. And those little adjustments go a long way.
Yeah. I think the ice is about 0.3 of a second quicker than what we're used to here at the club. Everybody's going through a little adjustment period here in the second.
And this is the beautiful thing about curling is now you do the over adjustment and the rock curls. Yeah, but I don't think Christine's going to be upset with that. To get your deuce, I think you got to get it in here now.
We'll be right back. All right, we just got some helpful feedback that the ice volume is a little loud, so we're try and turn that down.
People would rather listen to us than
That's
the
right.
curlers.
Yeah,
right?
they don't want to hear any of the action out there. They want to hear our beautiful voices.
So here's where Christine should be getting some favorable feedback from the front end with regards to what we were saying before about the ice conditions. Getting some speed ideas.
And she just watched about 5 rocks thrown heavy, so she'll be thinking it's fast.
Yeah. Tendency on beginning curlers is to be too short here, but it takes years of experience to learn those little adjustments. And this one looks to be pretty nice. You see, as it starts losing some of its weight, it really curls off that hill. So here it
Christine
comes.
would love to be fully buried top 4. Looks like it's going to hang out a little on her.
So maybe a little down weight? Nah, not with that ice.
Greg will have something to look at here.
Yeah.
He wants a hit and a little roll under, and he'll be in a pretty good spot.
Pretty tight ice, so my guess is he's going to throw some pretty good weight at this.
They couldn't stop talking about my damn shirt. Whoa, that one's bright.
That's good for underneath.
Really nice raise on sheet A.
How many people would have the personal confidence to wear that, even among curlers? Exactly.
He's trying to push this over. Well, if he was wide or wrong ice, but either way.
A little thinner, you might have caught the back one for a double.
Christine will be happy to put another one almost, probably top 12 now. And make Greg draw against 3.
Yep.
You don't want to be heavy here because then you kind of give Greg an out with a fairly easy takeout. So, I mean, some curlers might think just if we can draw one in behind those 2 yellows, but I think we leave it open and prevent the draw. We'll see what she does. Looks to be curling quite a bit. Yeah, they like to get a little biter to be 3, but not leave the hit. That's a pretty good
Comes to rest,
spot.
biting top 4 foot. So Greg's looking at 3. He's got a.
So Connie's
draw
tapping in a
around.
draw to 4 foot for 1. I don't know if a hack weight hit on that center one on top of 4 may not work. Draw is probably the right call here.
Yeah, coming this way, we haven't seen a lot of finish on these, so I think it'd be tough to get to nose. I think draw is the right call.
Yeah, be a little heavy, and I don't know if you're gonna get the backing or not. Because you're a little heavy, and what we've seen before is they stay straight. So yeah, this is all about his weight. Brushers are on it.
And this is the hammer in N2.
I think they're starting to like it now.
They're not sweeping it. They might want to. Now they are.
Here they go. Here they go. Just a line issue. Looks like 1 yellow.
Looks like that came to rest about where the broom was.
Yeah.
I don't know if Greg was wide or must have been.
Yeah, I was like,
Fully, it's.
I was like, I'll just cut them. What do you want to draw?
See.
Hard way. Yep, sweep.
This is in on this side though. Big round. Yes.
All the way.
This is in down the side now.
Mike put up a nice center guard. See if Greg elects to put up a corner or come around. He's considering it. He's coming around.
Okay, last better. Go.
Where? What's heavy, guys? What's heavy? You're stone fence. You're okay. Nice shot.
Lauren's first throw here in the third is a little heavy. About hack weight it ended up being. And Christine's going to come around her own guard.
You go down that 4 times, all of a sudden it's just back. That's why what's going to happen. Especially when you start
So Mike had good weight on that, just a little wide. Now Greg will elect to take this out, being in front of the tee line. Try and roll under cover if he can. Lauren's second rock. And he called him on it right out of her hand.
I think she turned it in when she let it go.
Connie's trying to hold it.
But her expressions are priceless.
Just missed catching a piece of that.
Which side do you want, dude? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there.
Push, push. Push, push, Jeff.
Lots of room. Get better. 13-5. That's not bad.
No.
Not bad.
Want to take it back?
Well, they have that. You can leave it. You can leave it back there.
And Dan's first was just a little heavy. And Greg will elect to try and sit down on top of it.
Got to find a way to manufacture more than 1 point here.
Gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move. Don't get
Plenty of room past the guard. And a really swings in at the end on this side, on that side. That's a nice shot by Kevin. And Christine has to decide how she's going to approach this one. And it looks like they're going to go with back, heavy draw weight.
Backline weight, just get a little tap back, have some backing.
Yep.
Looks like it's hanging out a little wide.
As it slows down, it really curls at the end, but that's a little strong. Might nick it. Yep. So there's the opportunity that Greg needs. See if he can get back in this. And he's going to ask Kevin to throw the same rock. Sometimes one of the hardest shots in curling. Throw the same rock twice.
Strong enough to push the stone all the way over there. You're doing it.
And they're on it for line.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it off that guard.
I think they're by.
They just got it by.
There it is. Kevin up to the
little
challenge.
Tap back. Can't afford to tap it back too much. And he does. So now they are only line one. Christine would love to just sit right on the top of the button.
I know Jerry girls. I know Mike Harris. I know
Yeah, it's a pretty important shot here for Chris Berry.
Chris Berry's first shot.
He's able to put this on top of Red. Red's gonna be in some trouble here.
They're sweeping it right out of his hand.
They
Hold it around that guard.
They don't want to hit that guard, right?
I think they might get past it here. Yep, they're past it.
Oh boy, this looks really nice. It's a little short, but that's a pretty good shot. That may change the end quite a bit. Oh, Jason, what do you think you do here? You clear that guard? I think he's calling a hit off the yellow, but I think you clear the guard personally.
Yeah,
Jason's
I like the hit, but clear the guard might be the
I mean, because
call.
there's pretty good space between the yellow and the red, right? If you can clear that guard, you can get that yellow. Make Christine put another guard up, which on this ice might be a little tricky tonight. We'll see what Connie does.
Now those two yellows are about dead even, which means at this weight there's no double. They do move it, so they are line two after that.
A very nice shot by Connie.
And Christine will probably elect to tap her own up. Just a back eight kind of weight, you think?
Yeah, probably so. If you throw it too hard, it won't take that bend at the end. So this is a weight-sensitive shot. The weight's much more important than the line here.
I think that might be a little too much ice, but we'll see.
Suggesting it's wide.
Definitely staying out wide. Trying to hook in at the end, but ends up in the back 12.
Yeah, tough decision here. Yeah, if you try to draw around that yellow and you leave it open and you left a double for yellow. Yeah. So I think they're going to put it top 12 and try to hang on to their 2 red.
It was tied the last time we saw it. Yeah, I mean, they were ahead and then they gave it up and just never got it back. They came within like 3 or 4 and then it ended up being like...
Someone is 7 feet. I can't kind of,
yeah, you don't want to be heavy on this shot.
One guy in the middle.
Yeah, you can be a 2 or even a 1 as long as the line's right.
Yeah, you don't want to be heavy.
Heavy's the last thing you want here.
Let's see. Looks like she's going to tap. This might.
Looks tappy.
Tappy?
Yeah, when a rock is heading for a tap, we call it tappy.
Tappy. That's a pretty good spot to be. Another good shot by Connie.
So it did tap it.
Yep.
So red is only currently lying 1. And Christine now can
go
do red-yellow tap up.
That's why I really like being, you know, a 1-2 guard or 2-3 guard. So, yeah, we're going to go red-yellow here, right?
Yes.
I think it'll separate in the second half, but I think right now it's nice to get a game started. Good close game to get us started.
Can just about hit red anywhere and get a good result if the weight's right. Wants to be nose or right of nose for the little tap back here.
Is it 1 red or 2 red right now?
It's 1 red right now.
1 red. So another idea is you could have just guarded this and just play 4s.
Play 4s. And it looks like she got it
boy,
just
that's
where she wanted.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to remove.
That's yellow 1, right?
That's yellow 1.
Boy, that's a nice shot.
It is awful close.
Interesting call. I mean, you're up 3. Don't make that call. Make that shot. Red's got a chance for multiple. Now Red's in some pretty serious trouble here.
Now the yellow, red, yellow. You hit that hard enough, you lose your back red, but you have a chance to score 2 with that.
Yeah, and with that ice, it looks like he's going to throw bullet weight.
Yep.
See you in the morning, sir.
The opposite of tappy weight.
This is not going to be tappy, George.
I doubt it is.
Great shot. Yeah, like, come on.
I think Greg wants to hit this right on the nose.
Yeah, I think he might have slid on the inside out, and I think he put this out there.
Connie's trying to push it over, but it flashes.
Yeah, I think that was more in his delivery than anything. Really looked from here that he came out center line and then had to get out there and put it out too far. Yeah, the line of delivery is very important in curling. You got to line up your body to your hand, to the stone, to the broom. If you get off alignment, you're kind of in trouble.
So Christine wants to make sure Greg doesn't have another look at that shot. Again, I think a higher guard is better.
Yeah.
A 1 or a 2 is great here.
Yeah. And she had more guards than me on that first shot, but I think the guard is to play here. Yeah. So let's assume she makes this guard. What's Red got?
And I heard her say she wants this touching the blue line. If she does that, I don't see what red has for one here.
I think I agree.
So when I was walking kind of up and down, and so it was right.
Shelby, right. This is a line.
But it was actually on line, so maybe.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Right there.
Just like the line, is it light enough? It looks like...
That's pretty perfect, isn't it?
That's interesting. I think the shot is there. Hard to tell on the YouTube feed, but looking at the monitors here in the club, I think he can see most of that yellow.
I'm not here for the line.
Yeah, he's going for it. It sure looks different on the overhead view than on the YouTube feed.
So what's the call here, Jason? I can't see it over there.
He can see half of it, and I think it's the half he needs to hit. So, well, now he's looking at the Christine's 8 rock here for a yellow, red, yellow. I like the same shot he tried on his 7 rock because you can see half of it. He is coming from the other hack though, so maybe he sees about a third of it. So he thinks he's got a better chance here with this longer run back. Okay, he wants to hit this ever so slightly over nose. Left of nose, just a touch. See if he can get 2 out of this. Actually, I think that would be a shot for 4, wouldn't it, George? He hits it well.
I think he's a little too far outside.
Just outside of nose. No harm done. It's a steal of 1.
Pretty good end from an execution standpoint from both teams. Connie made 2 really nice shots. And then Christine did as well. And kind of just put Greg in a bad spot. Over here in seat She, got Dev versus Derek Corbett. And a spirited affair here. We got a 2-1 lead for Derek Corbett. And Dev has hammer.
Derek just to replace that center guard with one of his color.
Does differential matter at all? No. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna put up a guard.
Dev's looking to guard his shot yellow.
Known Corbett team, they love doubles. So he might just be feeding right into one of the strengths of the Corbett team. We'll see. He's got a long way to curl though. He's trying. I think he's gonna leave it open. Boy, does that really bend at the end. But yeah, it has left it open for Chris Young. Back to our feature sheet. Lauren had a little wobble. And usually when you wobble, you lose a little speed and you push. And
Sweepers were jogging a little at the hog, so that's probably going to be through.
Yeah, when you're down behind, you need those rocks in play.
the tendency on those wobbles. You feel like you lost a lot of speed, so you end up giving it a little too much,
A little
trying to compensate.
Push in the end, yeah. This looks real heavy as well. So it's interesting, that rock's curling more in the fourth than it did in the second. Because that rock just went through like they did in the second, but that curled another 2 feet. So it's adjustments as time goes on during a game.
Well, they trade throwing through, so Lauren gets another chance here.
Yeah, she does.
And the sweepers are on it, halfway down the sheet.
I think Kevin needs to get,
Yep. They're both sweeping now. Looks like it's going to be hanging out there in the top 12.
That's a pretty good shot. Yep.
Oh, we even got almost to the 4-foot.
Interesting to see Greg coming in with the intern, changing things up. Anything will help when you're down 4.
And Dan from the right hat can see just about 2/3 of this rock, so they elect to hit it.
It's close.
Trying to keep it off the guard.
Oh,
and they just do.
Very nice sweeping by Mike Zimmerman to hold that rock. I don't know if I like this call. I think you got to come around, do you? Maybe even put up a guard. Chasing singles in the rings.
And anything over board weight, you're not going to get the roll under.
It's a little short. So they weren't hitting.
Oh, they weren't hitting.
No, it sounds like they were trying to freeze down to it. And this isn't a bad shot right there.
I think he elected to come that direction because that had a plan B of hitting yellow out if he was heavy.
We've got a man down on sheet D. He seems to be okay. And he's up and raises his hands. I'm going to be okay.
Picks up his broom and he's smiling.
Yeah.
And I did not.
Allen team's gonna try to bring one in here. I'm not sure. I think it's a little heavy.
This is Dan's second after his first one going through.
No, it's coming
Did
down.
he make the adjustment? It looks like he did. Comes to rest right on the tee line.
It's an opportunity here for Greg's team. Get a hit roll.
Nice shot, man. The way that's all I know.
It's a good sweep call. Didn't get much of a roll, but removed the yellow. Christine can hit and try a roll of her own here to lie 2. This is Chris Berry's first here on the 4th.
I think Christine would be happy with the way this ended up. I mean, not a whole lot of rocks in play, and you're up 4. Greg may change his strategy up a little bit, chunk up the front in the next end. We'll see.
Got a little too much roll on that. But
What did you do here, Jason?
well,
I think you come the way they're looking right now. I think you hit and roll out.
Curl, it's curling. Stay close. Yes,
well, Connie is a lefty, so she can see half of this yellow.
They're peeling.
They're peeling.
I think personally I would have drew to the top of 8 foot. If you put 2 in front of that yellow, you've got an opportunity to hit red and get rid of that yellow and be sitting 3. I think you want rocks in play. I know it's a bad angle on that yellow, but I think there's another way to get there. But they did appeal, and that's, you know, probably, yeah, it's not out of play, but it's certainly not in a position to matter. But again, Christine's be happy to play this end. Let's get rid of this rock, nice and clean. Move on to 5. And just when I say that.
Looks like she's given Chris Berry some options here, and he might be thinking something else.
Yeah, well, you know, there's the danger is the hitting the red onto the yellow, but yeah.
Yeah, they're considering splitting the house.
Well, the danger here is you don't make the draw, right?
Right.
You don't make the draw, then it changes the end quite a bit. But it's the beauty of curling. 7 ways to play every shot. But this has to be in the ring.
And again,
And ideally, they'd outcount that red, and I think they will. Half 8.
There's a double there, though. But even if you make the double, you lift the 2 reds pretty close together. You can double back. Still feel Allen team is in a pretty good spot right now.
I was there for all 2 years, but you lost that.
We're back in the same position we were two rocks ago. Over here in seat she, Derek's got hammer.
Yeah,
and I think he's out-turn draw.
He's drawing against 2, it looks like.
To try. I'm a little perplexed by this because I don't know everything in what I see. You know, is you draw into the 4 foot and get your 1, but. I asked Dr. Feaster next to me, and we're not sure what he's playing.
I think
here.
it's a raise.
Oh, you think it's a bump? Ah.
Sheet C coming this direction earlier today was really swinging the other way.
I was still thinking there was the out-turn draw to the 8 foot, which is, I think, what he called, but he rubbed it.
I think he would have rather missed it with that weight.
Maybe I'm missing something, but the in-turn draw was there all day, so.
That was 2 yellow, if I'm looking at that overhead view correctly.
So 2 yellow on the board in C. Puts Tev ahead, 3-2. So back to our feature sheet B.
Christine split the house a little behind T-line, a little further back than she wanted. And I think Greg is electing to come and sit on that yellow. He wants to at least be biting forefoot.
Yeah, a little corner freeze, right?
Yep.
That's he's not giving up on his chance for 2. I think it's the right call. I mean, you are down 4. I mean, you just exchange hits, doesn't help you. So we'll see what he can do here. Sweepers are on it. It's got a curl, but I think it's light. Here it comes. No, you got to get it there, though. Oh, the line was perfect. It's a little short. Christine taps the 12-foot. See if.
Christine wants to cut off all access to the forefoot here.
Yeah, and then that'll probably leave Greg a
raise.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about what he's going to have, right? It's actually,
I think he'll have that raise on the one he just left short.
Excuse me. Any chance you can do a hack? Weight down to that yellow on the edge of 4?
If you put this center line 12 foot, what's the shot? Yeah, it's happening.
Can't see the angle from here.
Yeah, rolling over to the overhead view. It is a belt half exposed, so I think that shot's there. But first things first, Christine has to cut off access to the forefoot here.
Yeah.
Wants to put it right in top 12, touching that center line.
If so, it'll put Greg in a world of hurt, they say. Looks like it's curling a little bit more than they want. I think he's going to leave him a draw. I think he is going to leave him a draw, which I think you play, right? You think you do the in-turn draw, and if you're a little outside or heavy, you got the bump of the red. I think that's the call.
Yeah,
Connie's pointing out.
Guard's high enough, you can get through there.
Yeah. Certainly a lot easier shot than the other 2 that we're contemplating for him.
Yep, sweep!
Top it out with the draw.
Just the double there?
I think it's all the way.
It is. I think you go over top.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Coming outside of it?
My left leg felt
Yeah. Let that in the guard! What? Freeze!
Okay, he's gonna punch it.
Well, George, Greg sees it a little different than us. He's going to try
I saw that. I went and get a glass of water, and
Oh yeah, we're not on
I don't like this call.
Way to go.
Let's see. It looks like it's a little outside, right? Might get the back one. No. Yeah.
Well, Knocks it deeper into the 4th foot, but no harm done. It is a steal of 2.
I call that harm.
No additional harm.
Fair enough. 6-0 B.
6-0 is a little harmful.
With my group, I have done that before.
The heart rates of the Corbett team are probably rising here in Seat Sheep. Facing a stiff competition from Dev's team.
My corn broom is in front of me the way that it's played, and as I let it out, they fly. Oh, that's
Looks like we're here, maybe. 59, that's pretty good.
Team Corbett tried to split the house, and it's a little heavy on that. So Dev's trying to decide, do we remove that red and lie 2? I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the right call here, right? You're up 2.
Absolutely.
Even if you hit and roll out, that's still pretty tough on the other side, so I like this call.
No guards to hide behind, so it's a split the house strategy here. If he makes this hit and either stick or a little roll.
That ice, I would think he's going to throw some pretty good weight at this. And I am wrong. This looks more like control.
I believe it's very straight on that side.
And that's a nice shot. Very nice, Dev. Derek's going to ask for a draw down of that. Those 2 rocks back there.
Nice and tight to the house. Get it as tight as you can without getting in. That's really good, Mike. 2 great rocks.
Taking another look at the scoreboard, we were wrong. It was a yellow 3 in the 4th. Dev is up 2. They end up spilling their own out.
A little strong. I think it's just that same. Let's eliminate rocks. Keep the game nice and simple. Well, we had this the other night. You don't necessarily have to stick on this rock. Leave him something in the back.
We're gonna start peeling, so let's make.
What do you think about coming the other way and setting T-line in front of that red?
I think at this point you just keep this. You're playing conservative, right? You're up 2.
It is red hammer.
Hit and stick or hit and roll out, you're still in a pretty good position here for a force.
Don't be much of a guy. Let's get
If you don't make that draw, I think you're in trouble. So I think he's.
Just one behind you. Just fighting. We don't want it too deep. Well, I didn't want to guard.
We're guarding the 8.
Doors open for Corbett.
Team Corbett gets another chance here to draw down to
Okay, it's
that.
not going to be a guard.
I'll try this if we peel.
I know I can do it.
Maybe next round
Chris John is motioning that this is heavy.
Yeah, that's got a curl. I think it's a flash. And after 2 misses, we're back at it again. I think you keep your weight up here, get rid of this rock. You're gonna have to sweep this one. All they need is a piece of it, and Mike's made a very nice shot.
Yeah. He's got 2 on, 1 on each wing.
You've got run back.
Yeah. Start feeling. Please spray.
And Derek's taking even less ice, 0 ice, as they say on this hit.
Yeah, he's throwing a double here, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think it's a bullet double.
It's got to be. That ice.
This team does like to throw doubles. It's a very tough shot, but it's a pretty good shot by Derek, though. Give it a run. But Mike's going to want to get this in the rings.
Yep. Split back up.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. If you give it to him,
I'm not sure why he's looking at the center.
Yeah, he needs to decide which side's easier for Derek to draw on and cover that path.
Right.
There's going to be a wide open draw either way, so he just needs to get it in the rings.
Yeah.
Far apart, don't leave a double. Take the force here into the 6.
Yeah.
And the sweepers are staying behind it.
Yeah.
I think it's heavy.
It looks pretty good from here. Yeah, it's going to stop. Yeah.
And Derek is trying to sweep it through.
And he
And
did.
he did. So the blank is available.
Play.
So Derek wants to hit and spill his shooter on this.
Well, there is a lot of conversation. I'm not suggesting the Corbett team does it, but there is a lot of conversation in the curling world about getting 2 on hammer versus stealing, which is getting, suggesting stealing is getting a little easier. But knowing Derek and their team, I'm sure they're going to be very happy to blank this end. And to be honest, escape. So this had force or steal written all over it.
Sleep! Sleep!
Yeah, that's a good shot. Yeah.
So a blank in the 5th, Derek. Team Corbett maintains hammer.
And over in sheet A, we've got J Posh in a pretty good position. Playing 5. Looks like it's a 7-2 lead.
Yep.
We have a tight game over in sheet D. Tied 3-3. In 4. Now we need to speed up play a little bit in D.
I think they're in 5 coming back home here, back toward the worm room.
No.
6. It's evens always this way.
Yeah. I think it's 4. Unless we're missing some scores.
Yeah.
Maybe they're playing a heavy draw game. Don't know.
I think what I lost sight of was that blank 5 hanging on sheet C.
Oh, I was referring to sheet D.
Yeah, D is in 4th.
Yeah, there's.
The sheet next to him.
Yeah, nice tight
in
game,
6.
but it'll be a little bit abbreviated. We'll see if it goes 6 or 7. Sheet C, a little off on their center guard. And Corbett team takes advantage and puts a nice red in between, in behind. And it looks like Dev will try to corner freeze that red. And that's a little strong. Might hang on to the back 12. No. So. Derek's going to try to freeze to his own red here.
He might consider that a center guard. They are on it hard all the way here, trying to get around that guard, but they're going to come up a little light here.
That's not a bad miss, though, right? I mean, you'd like to ideally keep the center line open, but you've guarded your one. Deciding what to do here.
Looks like they're contemplating drawing around the other side and sitting on that red.
I think that's the call, right?
Yep, I like it.
I mean, it's no different than the last one. Just coming the other turn. They're on it right away, though.
Yep. Not the end of the world. You move your center guard over a little bit, but they'd like to get by it.
Well, now they're thinking.
And now they're thinking a raise here.
Yeah.
And they just squeaked it by.
I always say it doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. But we'll see if Chris John can get one in there. Put the pressure on Dev. Chris is shaking his head. Oh, now he's talking to the rock.
Mm-hmm. He'd like to be even with his other red here, but
I think this is
gonna go by it. Maybe all the way through. Dev sweeping hard. Still some adjusting to this quick ice out there today. And now Dev's going to take advantage of the setup from his last shot, try to run this yellow back into the red.
Yeah, it looks like he's coming with less than control with that ice. Yeah, he's asking for back line. which I can't see the line from here, but not touching it. Starting to curl now. I mean, a little rub of yellow is not a bad. Oh boy, did that curl at the end. This is going to be a nice shot.
That's a nice shot.
Oh.
Would have liked to hit it a little harder, but.
Well, you're asking a lot for a rock when you ask for a heavy draw and a bump of red out.
And looking at the monitors, it looked about fully buried, so that might have been the best they could hope for there.
Chris will try to do a little better in his first one here. I'm sure he will.
I'd be surprised if he's through again.
Yeah. Matt's on it, and it looks like it's bending. Oh, it's going to be on. Oh, this is really close.
They had to sweep it for line. Might be a touch heavy.
No, yeah. I expect that from Chris after that first rock. Very, very nice rock. Very nice. And he's smiling now. Well,
red line 2, but there is a double.
I mean, do you come with heavy weight and tight line, and if you peel, you peel? Or do you come with something a little bit more finesse and maybe bump? I think those are the two questions.
I think I'd go for the former. And
yeah, you got to hit granite, I think, on this rock somewhere.
Yep.
So you don't like the draw coming down and putting it on top of the red? Getting shakes here.
No, I'd love to see these reds go away, and as you say, if he's a little tight, you clear that center guard. Not the end of the world.
Yeah.
He still has to hit this red pretty thick to get them both to go. It's about a third of this red.
Oh, I think they're by, aren't they? Yeah.
They're by the guard.
There we go. Now they're pushing.
Sweeping for curl. This looks close here. Oh, it just didn't have the... Didn't catch enough of that red.
I think that was in between the two weights. It needed to either be a little lighter for more curl or a little heavier and hit something.
Yep.
But
so Derek,
hard to tell from back here.
Still sitting 2 here, so
I guess he's coming right in again.
Yeah, I don't think he's guarding with that ice. He's coming right on in.
Yeah. Sometimes you put the pressure on and you just don't let up.
I think he'd love to be nose on that shot stone. It's fully buried.
Matt looks like he's got a nice,
hanging out wide.
Yeah, it looks like a nice, pretty good rock here, but I think Dev's going to be able to use this.
Yeah, I think so. He's got a little.
Well, now he's got a draw, right?
Yeah, that's one of those little bit heavy throws from the other team that you don't want to sweep necessarily once it goes past that tee line.
Well, Red did a good job to move that back and not create a big pocket. And I think they recognize that. Because they swept it back there.
I thought it was Mike sweeping.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they recognized that it was going to stay wide, so they wanted to be behind that one on the button. So I think this is a draw. It's a Chris John draw, right? Yeah, you get around that front red and sit on top of that red, you're in a pretty good spot here. No bump wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, cornering on it's good. It is covering, looks like it's slightly covering the pin, so.
tendency here is to throw it a little heavy, and then you got to let this rock do its job. And here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, did they wait too late? Did they wait too late? Did they get? Oh, it's by.
I think it's by. This was looking pretty
now
good.
They should wait. And that's
they don't want too
very
much.
nice shot.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
Yellow is just out counting red.
Yeah, I think they're going to pound this. Well, first thought was you throw a fair amount of weight at this, but he was suggesting heavy draw.
You got a heavy draw because if you don't get to the inside of it,
yeah. He did. He asked for a back 8-line draw is what I thought I saw him do at the end. We'll see how Matt does here. Oh, folks, we got some good curling going on here in Seat C.
It's hard to see. I think that's a yellow one.
No, it's red.
Or red one. That back red, got it.
The red is the red is.
Yeah.
That's 3 nice shots in a row.
So Team Dev is going to guard and go for the force here. What do you think of this call, George? If they don't make this guard, that lone yellow in the back forefoot is all that stands between them and a big end.
That's what I said earlier. There's so many different ways to play curling. I don't know if I'm making this call. I think I'm clipping red. I just don't know if there's, how much rock do you see? Half? Do you clip red into the other reds?
I think you can see 3/4 of it.
I don't think you can see that much, especially from the right hand.
This rock's got a curl.
You might have a thick third.
I don't know if they're gonna like this result.
It's gonna go out.
It's a little. I'm wondering if there's a little indecision on Mike's part there, and that might have been the reason for the heavy draw. But you never know. Looks like
Derek looking at the double here.
he could tap his red, he could double the yellows. We'll see what he does.
I think either way it's a shot for 3. I don't think you stick around if you make a double. Well, let me look at the overhead monitors here. I think you could double. You could double for 4. I think he's electing to bump red up for 3.
If you get rid of that yellow that's in second, you can be 7-4 without taking the double.
I'm wondering if for the next shot, if those 2 yellows are loaded for Dev to come in yellow, yellow, yellow. See what happens here first.
This is Derek's first shot.
This end was very well played by both teams. It's always fun to be in the forefoot. Chris John is on this rock.
Trying to hold the line. You got to get it by.
Oh.
He did, but it's not the result they were looking for. I think
Is that yellow loaded on the right-hand side?
No, it's not. I don't think it's there.
It looks loaded on the monitor here.
Perfect. I don't think you can get around the guard.
Oh, I like your first call, Dev. I like coming right into the button.
Coming right into the pocket.
Yeah.
Because worse, you give up 1, because he'll never be able to get it out. Even if it's light, it just clogs it up and holds it. You know.
What do you think, Jason?
Very appealing pocket. I'm drawing into that all day.
I agree. I mean, not that the guard is going to kill you. I just think you have a better opportunity if you're right straight in there with a rock that just will not move if you get it to the button.
A lot of margin being a little heavy here, not so much on the light.
Yep.
Yellow gets into the pot.
They should not stop.
Drag it.
Boy, that's not a bad shot, though.
Good shot. I like that. Oh my God. I really like that. Red's in one, but there's no way for him to get through.
So red's going to try to inside roll this yellow on the edge of 4 foot. And that'll get them.
I see them trying the double for 2.
Oh, no. If you hit the inside of yellow, are you not getting 3? Yeah. Right? This is for 3? Yeah. Inside roll
you're right.
for 3.
You're right.
Yeah. That's why they pay Derek the big bucks. Let's see. Oh, I think that's rolling left.
Oh,
But that's.
You got 3. That's you. That's a red 3. That was a well played end. That was.
Did he call that way? I didn't see the 3 that way. I was seeing the hit and roll in to get his 3. Hitting on the outside got his 3 too. Yeah, very well played. So this game continues 5-4. Derek Corbett's team up. How are we looking on time? It looks like they're going to be okay. Take a breath from that end. Boy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So we'll go back to B. Is Christine having her way with Mr. Tyranny's team. Over on sheet A. J. Posh.
Looks to have things well in hand on sheet A.
That I think I see an 8-2.
8-2, yes.
And then over here on sheet D, we're in the skip rocks. And I think it's 5-3.
It might be.
Red.
Yeah, it's hard to see that bottom of that scoreboard where they hung that 5.
Yeah, 5-3. Well, we'll stick with sheet C here. A very well played game by both teams. This is exactly the way we like to see it.
Ian Lamb and the mascot bracket.
I was told that I should buy you on a beforehand.
And Dev elects to ignore Team Corbett's rock that went in the house and set up a corner guard.
Super spare Ken Cato trying to put this guard in play.
Good shot. Yeah, early, yeah. Let it start dying now.
It was settled down. It's curling off an awful lot, but it looks like it's perfect. Yeah, I stand corrected. Boy, did that rock just keep going. So probably half a rock. I don't know if you touch it or not.
I think it's half covered.
All right. Yeah, he's going to ignore that rock and go around his corner.
And if you set up a corner guard, he'd love to use it, so he'd love to get a roll over there.
I think he's just drawing in.
Okay.
That would be great marketing.
Yep.
Yeah. It's got a long way to curl. He's trying. I think the weight was really nice. Oh.
And through.
Well, That's always the shot that haunts you, is that skip. When you see, you know, the plan B, when do you stop with plan A and go to plan B? A lot of that comes to your front end. You ask them if it's heavy.
Exactly.
And Greg Tierney had his own celebration, getting his one and only point in the game, as a shaken sheepy.
They're celebrating their non-shutout. I know.
Yeah, I think
Oh, my knee just popped.
could have been played a little better. I think we've loaded up a double here, which, you know, I understand drawing around your corner guard, but they are lining up a double for you. I think you have to, especially with an opportunity to roll. So we'll see.
Absolutely. You got to take him up on this double here.
Yeah,
I think the double here is just left the nose, which they could get a roll if they have enough weight on this.
Jeremy is sweeping.
I think it's hanging out wide.
Trying to think this is a flash. Oh, Phil. Oh, no.
Yeah. And it looks like he got the one out.
Well,
might be a biter.
Yeah, it's close.
With yellow hammer, it shouldn't come into play.
Too close for us to see from here. And Crystal. Probably top 12 was the call here. As opposed to bringing it all the way in.
I think he wants it to sit right on it. They're not touching it. Oh, now they're on it.
Yeah. Might have just overcurled a little bit, but you get a little rub off of red here. Oh, we backloaded again.
He got it right where he wanted it. That's what he was calling for.
Yeah, it's a much harder double now. Yeah, I think Tab, you're right.
Well, looking at the overhead monitors, though, there is enough space between those two to get the double. There's about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet between them. Looks tighter here on the feed.
Well, it apparently is a known thing.
Similar result. Just peeled the top one away. So let's see what Team Corbett does the third time with this same decision. And he liked his call the last time to sit down on it.
I think it's a little bit more ice, looking for the same result.
And they're on it right away. Sweeping it the whole way here.
Yeah. Again, I think if you can nudge red here, you're probably in a pretty good spot.
We like each other. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Got a little rub off their own to sit in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. That's good weight doing that.
Team Dev wants to see if they can hit this right in the crotch there and make them both go.
As it should be. It's kind of like bowling on ice.
I love curling. is asking for top 12 for the third time. That looks awfully nice. Might be loading it up for the double again. For the third time. Oh, that is a nice shot by Matt Henning. That's in a really nice spot.
Yep.
You gotta just think of them as a game station today at the very, yeah.
He said he's playing with you.
And
I just read Chris John's t-shirt. It says, "Damn it, Matt." Little front end humor.
yep.
This is not loaded up very well for Dev, but we'll see what he can do. The angles are just not there, but
No. You're either going to get the front or the back one, most likely.
yeah. Oh, and he, oh, what? Eesh. That's a tough break for Dev. See if Corbett can take advantage of it. And my guess is they're going to throw that same rock and load 3 of them in there at different angles.
Looks like he's calling for this right at the top 12.
Yeah. It's a little dangerous if you load them up for yellow, but
I think a top 12 biter is about perfect.
yeah, I think the closer to the center line, the better. Would you agree? Because then you're going to keep those.
Protect that front one.
You're protecting the doubles and triples if the closer to the center line you get. And I think they know this ice. If Matt just came in with a beauty.
Chris is lightly sweeping it.
Rock doesn't seem to be curling as much.
Cleaning.
His weight is perfect. Oh, and he just gets by. Boy, they can put some pressure on you with that. That is a perfect rock. Do you ignore all this and try to come into the 4-foot?
I was just looking at that. I don't think it's there on the other side, but you have to come around wide and try to grab that 4-foot in behind that pile, and you'd be in a pretty good place to score this.
Yeah, I mean, the angles look awful for those 3 red. We haven't been covering this left-hand side. I don't know how bendy it is, right? But if you throw one guard, or sorry, not a guard, try your first attempt into the 4-foot with whatever ice. At least you'll be able to adjust on your second shot.
I don't know that Derek gives you a second look at this.
Well, I just don't.
Are they thinking a raise here?
Well,
I don't think you can get through there and not crash on the red.
Yeah, so I think this might be a bump. But is it a yellow red? I mean, with that ice.
With that ice, it better hit red. I think you're going to be either missing the rock or through the house if you're not going for the yellow red.
Yeah, they're just peeling that yellow.
And just
you put up a guard, or I'm gonna get my one. I don't know if this call I would have made, but after he made the peel, I kind of like it. I mean, because this guard, if you're too close to center, he comes around you. If you're too far out, like,
Yeah, I think top 12 right at the blue line would be pretty good.
I mean, I don't know if one guard can protect all of the 4-foot. We'll see.
Yeah, and he's going to have the other side.
Well, that's true too, right?
He just has to touch 4.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you'd want to come in from the left, but let's see what the guard looks like. Boy, that's
a lot of rotation.
Yeah, a lot of rotation. There's certainly going to be a draw for one here.
Yep, he can pick his side.
Yeah, I mean, that rock needs to be at least a rock over to the left. At least.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if he took the right amount of ice or... All right, Mr. Mills. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Draw the 4-foot, or most of the 4-foot, for what?
I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you to go down with one of the best teams, so I don't have to do that.
Uh-oh.
It's looking heavy.
Uh-oh. Oh, is that all the way through? Oh.
Now I gotta play game.
How you hate to see that happen.
It is a steal of 3.
Yeah, I think this is one of those games that if it stays the way it is, Dev's going to be pretty disappointed about that outcome on that end.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's give it to the Corbett team for those 3 staggered ones and 12 and 8. That puts a lot of pressure.
They've come roaring back from a 2-4 deficit to lead 8-4 here in the 8th.
Not shockingly, though.
Not shockingly. That's a good team.
Yeah,
it's a tough team out there.
Nothing light here. I'm a little surprised Matt isn't in helping. Here he comes. They'll want this full 4. Well, strategy's a little different, but seem to be pleased with 8-foot. Dev has to ignore this rock and put up a corner guard. I don't know if I like this call. With the Corbett team being the hitters that they are, I'm not so sure you come into the house yet. What?
I didn't say
Yeah, it all works out in the end.
Putting up a corner guard.
Pretty tight corner guard, but...
And over on sheet A, Team Nocha came back with a 3 in the 6th, so they're still in it. They're down 3 without Hammer in the 7th.
Well, maybe we'll get our comeback after all. Oh, and I'm just noticing Craig Nelson out there. I haven't seen that man in a while. I'll go over and shake his hand. Hope Carolyn's doing well. It's one of the things with the growth in the club. You don't always see members that you used to seeing because we're all kind of dedicated to our different nights. So it's nice to have the Bondsville to help out with that.
Absolutely. A lot of new faces this year.
And as we said before, I mean, usually you don't hit when you're down as many, but they're kind of loaded for him. And if he doesn't take the opportunity here, I think.
Yeah, two rocks in the planted in the top 4 foot. Got to deal with those while you have the chance. We dealt with one of them.
Yeah. And we're on the 5th rock, so Christian cannot hit. So I think he's just playing a bump, I think is the call, and bump his red. Very well played by Chris. And again, I mean, there's a double loaded here, but when you're down as many as you are, I just think you have to do something else other than this. Oh, and he's not. And it looks like he's trying to draw in between the red and the yellow, and I like that call.
He's got a really skinny that top red. He can corner on that back one.
They tried to push it. And Mr. Corbett, I believe, will be eliminating rocks now. I mean, being up 5, I think you're perfectly happy with a peel here.
That's okay. What do you say? Over there, Mr. Hauser. Yeah, which tree?
The shoulders are so passe. They're fine.
Yeah.
It's not the heel.
Yeah, you don't have to get that back yellow.
I heard you talk to shoulder surgeon into Monday.
Wednesday late.
Oh, Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Brian's bringing one over here on sheet A. They're sweeping hard. Looks like it's coming up a little short. But coming down to it in sheet A, we've got skip rocks remaining.
You've heard about it before. One of the thought maybe, gee, I should do this, but I was the one who tipped it over.
Good job.
It's such a hoot.
And red has hammer and is up 3.
And we just had a concession on sheet D.
Who won that game, Jason? The red team? Who's the red team?
And I can pick things up off of shelves in my head. It's great.
I'm not sure.
Well, one of us is in charge around here. We should probably know.
Yeah, well, they were.
And Matt Henning will be doing his best to eliminate yellow. And again, hitting that back red is not a problem. That red actually is not helping Derek's team.
Yep.
This is a flash.
Yeah, he did remove a yellow.
Yep.
He'll be okay with that.
Yep.
Back on sheet A, I'll go to the 4-panel view here. This is Team Nocha's skip rocks being thrown by Eric LeBeau, his first. He's looking at one red sitting shot back of the 4 foot. I think he wants to sit on right on the button.
They all fall. Get over yourself. Yes, yes.
Did you turtle on the way down?
I'm wondering if he's trying to hit this red, though, Jason, because he needs 3, right?
He does, but it is overburied.
Oof, he came close.
Hard to hit it.
He's opening it up.
And made it angles a little better. It's still a little overburied.
Even with that yellow up front.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people with a lot of
Quick look back at C.
Oh, that's a nice spot to
Team
be,
Dev has
Dev.
put a yellow in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
But they'll just hit the open one. Looks like they're going to try for the double.
That's not what we wanted to do. And then someone said, well, it's a club championship. And it's also a totally
Yeah. This should be the end of the game here. If Matt is able to make this shot. And looks like he's made a nice one. Nice rock.
Oh.
Very nice, Matt. Yeah, good game by both teams there. Dev's team came up a little bit short, but they really put a good effort in there.
Back over to A for J. Posh's first skip stone. We'd like to cover off this path to the button, get a little bump off of the yellow. And that's not a bad result. I think there's still room, though, to get through there.
Yeah,
but they need to score 3.
I think you gotta run in the yellow. But
well, you need that yellow.
Yeah.
This is their last rock.
I don't see.
And they need to be sitting 3 at the end of it, which. What do you think about the?
I think they're handshaking. Unfortunately, I don't see a shot here.
Yeah, because even if you run this red back into theirs and spill it out, you're still only 2 yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun spiel. Give something a shot. It's the spirit I like to see. Maybe run in that yellow.
I think you got to go yellow, yellow.
Well, could you hit the yellow in, hit the back of the red that way, and then that way?
Ah.
Sorry, I'm using the telestrator here.
Yeah, we need a telestrator.
Yeah.
So what George is saying is run that yellow in the right side of the house to hit the back of the shot red, and then
go back,
bounce off of that to hit the back red.
And I think that miraculous shot maybe gets you 3.
It'd be hard to not lose that back yellow that's almost cornered on that red.
Right, and it's got to outcount the one at 11 o'clock red. So I think it shakes, but hey, let's see what Eric can pull off here.
So he's going to try running the red back into the red.
Into
but
the red.
Problem is he needs all those reds in the back of the house to go, or those 2 in the back.
1 in 100 shot.
Well, we'll have a little fun here.
Yeah.
See if they can.
See if his lottery numbers come through. Well, you know.
Well, it's a steal of 1 to end it.
I like the effort, though. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much for tuning in today. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Signing off.
Yeah,
Good curling, great curling. And Anakin shot.
Yeah, whatever one you don't do, I will.
Yeah. Very well.